How do I intro this video? What's up? I got a bachelor's degree and a diploma. Love me. So I just finished getting my bachelor's degree in graphic design, and 5 years ago, I also received my diploma in 2D animation and illustration. This means that I've been in art and design school for a combined total of 5 years. During this time, I've also created some amazing art and design pieces. Before going into it, I really didn't know what to expect, so here's a list of all the things I wish I would have known before I went into art and design school. Number 1, don't take the critiques personally. You are going to get critiqued a lot. Like a lot. Pretty much every single class you are going to get critiqued. Pretty much all that happens in art and design school is cutting paper and getting critiqued. That's all you do. That's literally all that happens, is you just get critiqued. During the first few weeks of design school, I got my stuff thoroughly critiqued, and I was told everything I was doing wrong, and I really felt small and kind of inadequate. After I got through those initial first few weeks, though, I started to realize that this was to make me a better designer and artist, not to make me feel bad about myself. These critiques have nothing to do with your character. It's all to just make you stronger as a designer. Take these critiques in stride, don't take them personally, and remember to have fun with them. And talk, engage with people. I should also really quickly note that some people just want to be really mean douchebags and bash you. They're not worth your time, they're not worth your effort. Don't listen to their critiques, they're not worth it. Number 2, never talk down about your work. On the subject of critiques, if you ever present your work in front of professors or your peers, do not ever talk down about your work. Listen to me. You are going to create some garbage, absolute dumpster fire garbage. Like, woke up at 3 a.m. in a cold sweat and realized, oh god, that's due today. Like, drew it in your sketchbook on the bus on the way to school because you forgot to do it. Kind of garbage. You're just gonna bring some god-awful crap to class. Stuff that you know you could have done 10 times better on. But you need to present it like it's the greatest thing you've ever created in your entire life. Think about it from a logical perspective here. If you give your professor crap, and then you give a crappy presentation, it's all around going to be terrible. But if you give your professor crap and present it like it's the greatest thing you've ever created in your entire life, you're at least gonna get some bonus points for giving a good presentation. All of my professors and instructors who I have worked with can attest to this. They're always looking for a good presentation to go along with good art and design work. Plus, you're gonna need to be confident when you start talking to clients. Number 3, do what works for you, time-wise, of course. Art and design classes are a different breed. They generally run a lot longer than most other classes because you have to get a lecture and a critique period in, and those critique periods can last 2 to 3 hours. Watching a lot of these advice for college and university videos, I've noticed a lot of people say, do not under any circumstance take 8 a.m. classes. However, I'm here to tell you that if that is only one of 2 options and you need to take an 8 a.m. class in order to pass, just take the class. Seriously. In my graphic design program, I had 2 different time slots that I could take for my design classes. I could either take an 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. class or a 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. class. That's it. That's all I could take. I'm a morning person. I tend to generally lose all my energy in the afternoon and get super sleepy. So I found that taking these 8 a.m. classes worked a lot better for me, personally. I also took a lot of them because I didn't really have much of a choice. Like I said, 8 to 12 or 1 to 5. On that note, I will say, please, for the love of God, never take 2 4-hour classes back to back ever. Ever. You will want to die and throw up and explode and die. Number 4, get into the habit of measuring how long it takes to finish a project. When you start to do your first major projects in design school, start your stopwatch on your phone or watch and record how long it takes for you to get the project finished. I promise you, it actually takes a lot more time than you think it does. Most art or design students that I know start doing some form of freelance while they're still in school. I myself even started doing freelance work before I even got into any art and design school. So it's probably a good idea to know how long a project takes so you know how much to charge your clients in the future. Number 5, Write down every single due date and critique date, and write down what you need to bring for each one. Don't be the one who walks into a critique with nothing printed off or prepared. I've been that person, I've seen other people be that person, and I've known a lot of people who have been that person. Don't be that person. That gives you kind of negative points with your profs, and your profs sometimes could even be your future bosses. By writing down all of your due dates in one place, you'll have a master list of your due dates and rarely ever be surprised by what's coming up next. When I was taking my animation diploma, I used a regular planner. In my first 3 years of design school, I used a bullet journal. And for the last 2 years of my design school, I used Notion. Every single one of those methods worked extremely effectively for me, and they kept me on track most of the time. Number 6, what you want to do will most likely change. When I first started design school, I thought I wanted to do video editing and photography. I thought I would walk across the grad stage being a photography expert. It's been 6 years. I still barely know how to use this thing. When in school, you'll most likely find something that you're gonna fall in love with that you never expected. When I was in animation school, I fell in love with making comics. When I was in design school, I fell in love with publication design. Allowing yourself to change and grow will make you a happier person, and you'll feel a lot more fulfilled by the end of your education. Trust me, trying to force yourself into something that you don't want to do is going to make you a really sad person by the end of your degree. Last point, and this one's a big one. You can drop out! You can drop out! And there will be minimal judgment! From your peers, at least. When you're fresh out of high school, dropping out of college or university sounds really daunting or scary, especially when you're really passionate about art and design. However, it's not the end of the world! Hello? Have you come to join me? Dude, I'm shooting a video. I'm almost done, man. I have a cat who wanted to join at the last minute. I'm sorry. In my animation class, I think we had about 1 of 9 students drop before graduation. When I was in my design course, I think about 1/5 of the students didn't even make it through the first year. And this is because they realized that it wasn't for them. At the end of the day, art school isn't for everybody. There are those out there who have made a name for themselves in creative industries that have never even gone to post-secondary, like these guys. Post-secondary education is not the end-all be-all of becoming a designer or an artist. If you feel that you don't want to go to school but you still want to be a graphic designer or an artist, there are a ton of resources out there that can help you grow. If you want to become a professional artist or designer, there are a ton of resources out there that you can use to become a professional without having to receive a degree or a diploma from a post-secondary institution. I was so close, and I'm gonna keep that last one in there. I don't give a shit. If you've already enrolled in art and design school, good luck. And if you're watching this debating whether or not you should attend, I hope this video helped you in making a decision. Helping people, one video at a time. If you have any questions at all, leave them down in the comments below, and if I get a ton of questions, I might just make a part 2 to this video. And if you've attended art and design school, let me know your experience down below. I'd love to hear how it went for you. I think that's everything from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Keep sketching.